After publishing my review of the Artefact to a mixed reception, today I'll take it up a notch and analyze another Pedral watch. Well, watches to be accurate, as the Okapi Fusion will be joined for this review by its bigger brother, the GMT. This is as close to Pedral's original concept as possible, more adventurous than the integrated bracelet Artefact, but still conservative when compared with the range I'll review in a couple of days. This is Pedral Okapi. This being a Pedral, la pièce de résistance as far as design is concerned is the uniquely shaped dial. Unlike the Artefact, the squircle is now cut directly into the case, and unlike the Rimmed and the Dream Chaser I'll review, it takes almost the entire surface of the case. The case itself is a monoblock cut in a pseudo-TV case shape with a strong emphasis on taming any angles in a naturalistic approach. The crown is rather small and unfortunately offset to the bottom of the case. Speaking of slightly off-balance design, the exhibition caseback adds in a flat line at the base of the watch, spoiling its sleek symmetrical profile. The aggressive downturn of the stubby lugs partially rectifies this, but I would have loved seeing the caseback nestled within the case as a replica to the dial. Talking about the dial, as these are two distinct models, the approach to their respective layouts is obviously different. On one hand, the three-hander Okapi Fusion gets the Artefact treatment with a sunburst chapter ring delimiting a slightly sunken, beautiful guilloche pattern that looks just like a thumbprint. Cardinal points are emphasized by the using of Arabic numerals connected to the other applied markers by a train track mini-track whose inner line is doubled up. On the other hand, on the GMT variant, the base of the dial is a matte surface where baton markers frame a nicely executed 24-hour dial that gives the watch a sector dial vibe, and the train track mini-track has given way to a technical looking layout. While the GMT version adds in a deliciously stubby fourth indicator, the three main hands are shared, and both shape and color do a fantastic job at complementing the dial while standing out for easy time reading. The 36mm Fusion 3-hander is powered by the Miyota 9039 caliber running at 4 Hz. The 38mm GMT's power plant is a slower, less refined Seiko NH34. They both hack, handwind, and it should be noted Pedral have decided to keep their no-date approach even on the NH34. Although the watches are made of 316L stainless steel, they feel surprisingly light. In fact, at 74 grams, the Okapi Fusion is the lightest watch I've reviewed so far. There's sapphire crystal both on top and on the bottom of the case, and the amount of anti-reflective coating applied under the main crystal is abundant. What's not really abundant is the amount of BGW9 lume applied on the markers of these two watches, as they will fade out pretty quickly in stark contrast with the powerful glow of the hands. However, these being prototypes, I wouldn't fault them too much at the time. Finally, the watches are fitted with color-matching leather straps that are flexible, if only a tad plasticky. Picking up from where the previous chapter left off, the polished butterfly clasps the straps come equipped with stick out like a sore thumb, but again, these are prototypes. The case is not an elaborate construction, so its finish is quite plain, but the circular brushing on the top is very well done, as is the satin brushing on the sides. Of course, the custom cut sapphire is something very few microbrands will be able to offer. The GMT disc is well applied, as are the markers on both watches, and of course the guilloche and the sunburst chaptering of the Fusion are very well done. On my 19cm wrist, each watch wears at least a couple of millimeters larger than what the dimensions might suggest, so 38 for the 36mm Fusion and 40 for the 38mm GMT. As previously noted, the watches are light but not cheap light, and the muted finish might trick a first-time handler of these watches into thinking they're made of titanium. The straps are supple, there's no need to break them, but I am reserved about their longevity. These are statement pieces, so their versatility truly lies with their owners. For the extravagant types out there, these can well be worn with a black tie attire, but for the rest of us, they will make for excellent summer watches, as due to their lightness, they can be worn slightly loose, and of course because of their colors. Unfortunately, neither these nor the other 3 watches I reviewed this coming weekend are on the market at the moment, except for being part of a special reward Pedral offered to 5 backers on their Kickstarter campaign for the Artefact. There are 5 years of hard work behind Pedral's apparently sudden appearance on the stage, and intimates of the brand know just how much time, passion and money have been invested in this company. The brand's website, while functional, is not updated, as all efforts went into launching the Artefact, the company's most commercially viable product, on Kickstarter. If that campaign will prove successful, then Okapi will be launched around October. As such, to the question if these are watches one should ignore, consider, shortlist or buy, my response would be to shortlist them in anticipation of their release. What you should buy is the Artefact on Kickstarter. Failing to successfully fund that campaign will make launching the Okapi and all the other watches Pedral have created harder and harder. So give my review of the Aventuring Artefact a watch here, or click here to see a general presentation of Pedral's roster. Like, comment, subscribe, and get the watch you want.